Hi friends, welcome back to Cadable, and today we'll model this charger. This is the Realme charger, and first of all we'll model it in SolidWorks. I'll use it this design tree, and then after modeling I'll use PhotoView 360 for rendering. This is SolidWorks add-in render. So let's start. Here I'll not go to new and make a new part. Here I'll use this design tree. Just roll back and let's say just cancel it and just roll back to this point. And first of all, my first command is, let's say, extruded boss or boss extrude. So just drag it, and this is my first command, that is boss extrude. So I need to find the sketch. So first of all I'll go to, let's say, sketch, and I'll go to edit sketch, and I want to see the sketch, right? Go to view orientation, go to normal to, and this is the basic sketch, right? This is a center rectangle, and we have a radius of 6 at all 4 corners. And if I want to let's say hide these relations, just go to this tab and just click here, that is view sketch relations, and you can hide all these relations in order to read your drawings or read your dimensions correctly. And I select again this, and I select this. This is the first command, that is boss extrude, and the extrusion is 100 mm in this direction. Just select OK. And my second command here is cut extrude, and this is the cut extrude. Just go to sketch, go to edit sketch, and I use offset command, and I use offset command of let's say 1 mm, and here the extrusion depth is 0.5 mm in the downward direction, right? As you can see this arrow, just go to, let's say, rotate, and you can see that this is the downward direction. I can use in upward direction, but here we are using it in downward direction. Just select OK. So these are first two commands, that is boss extrude and cut extrude. Next is also a boss extrude, and this is the boss extrude. Here I want to see, let's say, this is sketch. So just go to just click here and go to sketch 3 and go to edit sketch and go to view normal, and let's say I want to hide these relations. I'll go to here and I'll select this. So this is a basic sketch, and the dimension is 12 mm here. The angle from this line to this line is 55 degree, and we have a radius 5 here, 5 here, and 5 here and here. I have used mirror command, that is I sketch this side and I sketch this side using this command, that is mirror entities. In fact, mirror entities here. And after creating this basic sketch, the extrusion height or the extrusion depth is 30 mm, right, in this direction, in this upward direction, normal to this plane or normal to this face. Just select OK. And my fourth command is also a cut extrude. I want to see that, suppose this sketch, and this is this let's say I'll go to here and I'll go to edit sketch. This is also a simple offset of 0.5 mm like we did here, just rotating my model like we did here. So let's say and the cut extrude depth is 0.3 mm here, just select OK. Next is also we have a boss extrude, and this is a very simple boss extrude. We have 20, the distance from this origin to this center point of this circle is 20, and both circles are of dia 8 mm. We can check this, just select this, and you can see the relations, right? Just select OK, and the height of this boss extrude is 6 mm, and I can see from here as well. Let's say I'll go to evaluate, I'll go to measure, and I'll select this face and this face, and it is also showing that the direction or the distance in the y direction is 6 mm, right? Just cancel it. Next I have used another boss extrude, and this is a very simple boss extrude. I have used offset command to offset this circle. Let's say I'll go to sketch 6, and I have used a offset of 0.5 mm, right? And the height of this boss extrude is let's say 15 mm. Next I have used another boss extrude, and the sketch is showing the let's say here I have used this convert entity tool, and the circle, this circle and this circle is of same dia. We can check this. Let's say I'll go to measure, and I'll select this circle, and it is showing that the dia is 8 mm, right? And this dia will also be 8 mm, right? Just go to measure again and select this, and in fact just clear selections, and now I select this, and it is also showing that the dia is 8 mm, right? You can see from here the dia is 8 mm. Here I have used this convert entity tool, and the convert entity tool helps you to convert the sketch on the same planes, right, at some distance. The height of this boss extrude is 15 mm. Just select OK, and next I have used this fillet tool. Just go to fillet tool again, go to edit sketch, and the radius of this fillet is, let's say, 3 mm. I can change this to, let's say, 2 mm. As you can see, the radius have changed, but it is 3, so I'll change it to 3. And I have selected these two edges, that is both circles. Just select OK. Next I have used a cut extrude, and here it is not showing any cut extrude, so I'll rotate my model, and here it is the cut extrude. If I roll back, so it is the solid model, and here I've used cut extrude. Let's say I'll go to this sketch. Remember, this is the 3D sketch, and this is the 2D sketch, and first we create 2D sketch, and then we use 3D feature or 3D tool, right? That is cut extrude, boss extrude, or all these features, right? These are all 3D features, and this is these are all 2D features, right? That is rectangle, circle, spline, ellipse, polygon, line, etc. Let's say I'll go to sketch 8, I'll go to edit sketch, and I want to see this sketch. This is not looking well. I can't see any dimension, and just select this. Now I can see all dimensions. This is 19 millimeters, this is 6 millimeter, and all radius or all fillets are of equal size, and that is 0.5 millimeters, and the distance from this line to this center point or the center line is 15 millimeters. Just select OK. And the cut depth or the depth of this cut extrude is, let's say, 20 millimeters in this in the downward direction. Just select OK. Next, I have used another boss extrude. Just drag back, and let's say I want to see this is the boss extrude. Let's say I'll go to its 2D sketch, that is sketch 9, and this is the basic sketch, right? You can see 0.75 millimeters from this line to this line, and the overall length of this center rectangle, this is a center rectangle, is 16 millimeters, and this dimension is 1.25. I can change the size of this dimension. Just go to, let's say, options, and let's say I'll go to document properties, and I'll go to dimensions, I'll go to font, and I can change the font, or let's say I can change anything from here. Let's say I'll change this to 4, and I'll select OK. I select OK, and the fonts have changed, right? So just select OK, and the boss extrude height is 15 millimeters in the upward direction, right? Just change it to 15 in the upward direction. I can reverse its direction in the downward direction, but just select the upward side because there is no need in the downward direction. Just select OK. And lastly, I have used a split line because I need to split this body in let's say, just drag back, roll back, and I want to, let's say, apply material or apply some texture or color in this direction, or in these faces, and I can't apply material if I don't use this split line tool, because it is the face, right? And I can't apply, let's say, some material in this face or in this face, so I need to cut this face using a split line tool. Let's say roll back, and I want to see this 2D sketch, because this is a 3D command, split line. These all are 3D commands: boss, extrude, fillet, boss, extrude. I can use fillet in 2D as well. I just want to see my last sketch, that is sketch 10. Go to edit sketch, and go to normal, and I have let's say applied this line, and that is 15 millimeters away from this line. I can change this to, let's say, 10 mm, and I can change this to, let's say, 20 mm, but I think it's better to change it to 15. Just select OK, and now we have modeled our charger. Let's say I want to apply texture, material, or color on this model. I have already applied. Let's say I want to see what material I have applied, or what colors or what texture I have applied to this model. This is the, let's say, dimension expert manager. I want to select this icon, and here it is showing the history of my appearances. Chrome plate on this, let's say, on this cylinders, chrome plate on these faces, right? On these let's say on these fillets, this orange color on these faces, right? I can see these as well on these all faces, right? This face, let's say this face, this face, this face, and let's say this texture. Let's say I want to see this texture, and I have applied this texture uh, to my charger, to all my charger. And let's say this color to these faces. Let's say I want to see all faces, and these are all faces. That's why I have used this split line command, because if I don't use this split line command, I can't apply texture or texture or color or material to this face, right? The colors model, the basic modeling and textures, appearances are all done. And let's say I want to render my model. Here I'm not using keyshot rendering. Here I'll be using SolidWorks add-in, that is PhotoView 360 for rendering. And let's say I'll go to SolidWorks add-ins. Here I'll go to options and I'll go to add-ins. These all are SolidWorks add-ins which I'm using. Just go to PhotoView 360 and select this. Make sure to check this box and press OK. And now render tools button is appeared on this ribbon. Let's say I'll go to display style, just zoom to fit, and I'll go to display style, right? I'll go to display style, just cancel it, and I'll go to render, last one, integrate the preview, just select this. It will take some time to render depending upon your PC. Remember, it is not the final render, it is just a integrated preview. This looks a fine render, but I think background is not suitable. Just go to apply scene and I'll change it to plain white, and that looks better, right? And let's say I'll go to apply scene. Let's say I'll go to edit scene, and these are all settings. Let's say floor setting, and we have floor reflections, and some advanced setting like width, depth of this floor, environment rotation, etc. And here I'm not going to the detail of this. Here we have some PhotoView 360 render option, and I usually use good quality for preview render and maximum quality for final render, right? And let's say we have gamma, and I usually use gamma point, in fact 1.5 to 2. Here we have gamma, right? I can drag this, and I usually use gamma 1.5 to 2. Here I'm using 2, and just select OK, right? So that's it for today's tutorial. I hope you like it, and if you have any questions, any queries related to this tutorial or any other tutorial in my list, you can ask in comment section. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to our channel for more videos. You can also ask me to make a tutorial on any specific topic like surfacing, sheet metal, SolidWorks routing, etc. Thank you, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.